People are dropping dead, birds are falling from the sky, and it looks like it's the end of the world.
Oh my God.
Luckily, there's one last hope. A science professor with rubbish hair who plays the trumpet into a rock. From 2003, this is The Core. I'm Jay Harangue and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
Right, I should start by telling you that even though this film is crap, I absolutely love it. For that reason, I won't spoil the ending, just in case any of you want to watch it. I will, however, massively ruin the first 120 of the film's 125-minute runtime.
Okay.
Right, so we start with some strange goings-on. Birds start flying into things in London, and random people drop dead on the streets of Chicago. So this guy, who plays a Secret Service agent in every film, comes to Chicago University to take geomagnetic professor Josh to this military place. Josh, by the way, is the main character.
Hi.
When he gets there, he meets his friend Serge, a high-energy weapons expert.
Serge.
Yeah, well, I'll just be saying Serge. I'm not a linguist, nor for that matter am I a scientist, and this will become increasingly apparent later on in this video. Anyway, General Purcell, who you probably all know as Dale's dad, asked Josh and Serge how these people died.
They all had pacemakers. Okay, we're done.
Really?
Yeah, he just needed to know if it was some sort of weapon, but it wasn't. Josh, however, thinks there could be more to this, so he makes his minions do a load of research and works out that the Earth has stopped spinning. Well, something like that, but more on that later. Meanwhile, up in space, this astronaut woman, Beck, who's amazing at everything, is preparing to bring her spaceship back to Earth. But whatever's going on has fucked the navigation systems, so she's about to land in downtown LA.
Oh no!
Luckily, Beck is so clever, she manages to land in the LA River, and no one dies. Back in Chicago, Josh goes to see world-renowned scientist Konrad Zimski and tells him the world's about to end. And it looks like Zimski might know why this is happening, because he's got a secret file on it.
Oh. Plot thickens.
At an unspecified time later, Josh and Serge are summoned to the Pentagon.
Everybody on Earth is dead in a year.
The core of the Earth has stopped spinning.
This is the sun. This is the Earth.
That doesn't look good.
All the generals are like, how do we stop this? And Josh is like, we can't. We need to somehow restart the Earth's core.
I don't see how.
Luckily, there's a man in Utah who's dedicated his entire life to building a ship that can travel to the center of the Earth, seemingly in preparation for a situation just like this one. Why? No idea, but that's what he's been doing. This is Dr. Brazelton, known as Braz.
Hi.
He's got some decent ideas, but he's going to need $50 billion to get the ship ready in 3 months.
You use a credit card to get miles.
Yeah, the government are going to need to keep this mission top secret, so they hire this hacker Rat, who's the guy off Road Trip, to keep any information about it off the internet. I bet you can't guess who's going to pilot this ship. That's right, it's Beck.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Is there anything you can't do?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right.
Unbelievable.
So here's who's going on the mission. Josh, a science professor, Serge, a weapons expert, the amazing Beck, Braz, who built the ship, Zimski, another scientist, and Beck's friend, Commander Iverson, who may as well have first to die tattooed on his forehead.
Yeah.
They do a load of practice runs in this simulator, but every single one goes to shit. Josh, who as we know is an actual scientist, has invented a way they'll be able to see through the Earth to steer. The view's not great, but it's the best he can do in 3 months as a scientist. Then Beck comes along and fiddles with a few knobs. No, not like that.
It's better. It's better.
Of course it is. While Beck is amazing at everything, there's one bit of advice Commander First to Diverson needs to give her.
You gotta be ready to make the shitty call.
I wonder if that's going to be relevant later. The crew then sees a news report on TV about how Rome has been destroyed by an electrical storm, and Dale's dad knows there's no time to waste.
Get this ship in the ground now.
Right, so here we go. The crew get in the ship and Rat is sat at the control center with Dale's dad. One thing I should mention about the ship, it's made up of a few different compartments, and if the hull is breached, the affected compartment has to be ejected immediately. I don't really understand the science behind that, but it's key to the plot. Let's just hope that doesn't happen to one of the central compartments.
Good point.
Anyway, they enter the Earth through the deepest part of the Pacific Ocean, and while they're down there, whales start singing to them.
They're singing to us.
I know, that's what I said. Oh no, there's some seismic activity underwater. Oh, it's okay, Beck's amazing, remember, so they get in. All looking good so far.
Now it gets interesting.
Not really, we just get a load of scenes of the ship travelling through the earth. And yes, this goes on and on and on. Hang on, what's this static on the screen?
That's empty space.
Well, there's just an empty space.
The ship can't deal with empty space, so it falls into this cavern of crystals. And oh no, there's a massive crystal caught in the lasers. They go outside to cut it, but then loads of lava starts pouring in. It's okay though, Braz has cut through the crystal, and the lasers are working again.
Bob?
So he's dead.
Commander Iverson died.
Yeah, I said that already. Anyway, that's quickly forgotten about, and it's back on with their journey to the center of the Earth. Hang on, what are these black things on the screen?
Oh my god. They're diamonds.
Oh my god!
Better not crash into any of those. Oh, it's okay. Beck's amazing, remember?
Yeah, I've heard the spiel.
But oh no, she's not that good. She's hit one. And it's breached the hull of the weapons compartment. Serge runs down there to get all the weapon stuff out, but the door closes on him before he can escape. Josh pleads with Beck to open the door, but she won't do it.
You gotta be ready to make this shitty call.
Josh is in floods of tears, but minutes later he's over it and happy to get back to the mission.
Oh, I see.
The plan was to set off nuclear bombs to restart the Earth's core, but it's not as dense as they thought it was, so they can't do it.
Uh-oh.
That's it. We go home.
Home.
Destiny is a go. Repeat. Destiny is a go.
Remember that secret file Zimski got out earlier in the film? Yeah, well, that was about Project Destiny.
Deep Earth Seismic Trigger Initiative.
It's some sort of weapon that the government has developed to cause earthquakes, and that's what caused the core to stop spinning in the first place.
Yes, of course. Now things are beginning to make sense.
Zimski and Dale's dad think they can use Destiny to get it moving again, but Josh is like, no, it'll never work, let's just crack on. So that's happening. Zimski objects, so Braz punches him in the face. Yeah. Meanwhile, up on the surface, some invisible microwaves have hit San Francisco, specifically the Golden Gate Bridge. It's incredible how all these disasters have occurred at all these famous landmarks. Trafalgar Square in London, the Colosseum in Rome, and now the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm stunned they left out the Eiffel Tower. Anyway, Josh sends Rat an encrypted message telling him to use his hacking skills to stop Destiny being fired, which gives the crew more time to carry out their new plan that involves them putting the nukes in the ship's compartments and ejecting them at the right times. But for reasons that I can't explain, someone needs to sacrifice themselves, and Braz is doing it, so he's dead. The plan seems to be working, but the movement of the ship makes a nuke trap Zimski in one of the compartments, so he's dead too. Now all Josh and Beck need to do is wait for the nukes to detonate, and oh look, it's worked.
Good.
More good news, Josh has found a way to use the energy from the explosions to power the ship back to the surface, I think. And they end up coming out of this underwater volcano near Hawaii. On the downside, they have no way of getting to the surface.
Shit!
The Navy go out searching for them, but it's useless. And I'm going to leave that there as promised. So for once, I'll say that's not the end of the film, and until next time. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and please consider joining my Patreon. There's a link in the description. Thank you.